12 iconic heartthrob singers from the 1,970 seconds to the 1,990 seconds, then and now. Steve Perry, Robert Plant, Peter Frampton, Mick Jagger, David Cassidy, Vince Neil, Don Henley, Paul Young, Chris Cornell, Jackson Browne, James Taylor, Joey Tempest. Steve Perry, born on the 22nd of January 1949 in Hanford, California, is the legendary lead singer of the rock band Journey. He joined the band in October 1977, replacing Robert Fleischman, and led Journey to peak success from 1,977 to 1,987, then returned from 1,995 to 1,998. With his soaring tenor altino voice full of emotion, he contributed to classic hits like Don't Stop Believin', Open Arms, and Faithfully, making Journey an icon of 1,970 seconds, 80 seconds rock. He left the band in 1998 due to health issues, hip problems, and took a long hiatus from singing. At age 76, as of 2025, Steve Perry has largely stepped back from major stages but remains active in independent music. He returned with the solo album Traces in 2018, followed by Traces alternate versions and sketches in 2020, and the Christmas album The Season in 2021. Though no longer performing regularly with Journey, he is still remembered by fans as one of the greatest rock voices, and has recently shared career insights in interviews. Robert Plant. Robert Plant, born 1948, England, was the lead singer and lyricist of Led Zeppelin, renowned for his soaring vocals and mystical lyrics. The band created classic hits like Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin IV, 1971, selling hundreds of millions of records, but disbanded after drummer John Bonham's death in 1980. Plant pursued a successful solo career with albums like Pictures at 11, 1982, collaborated with Jimmy Page Grammy 1998, and Alison Krauss Raising Sand won Album of the Year Grammy 2007, Raise the Roof 2021. He formed Saving Grace in 2019, with a new album slated for the 26th of September 2025, and a summer 2025 tour in Europe and the US. Honors include Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 1995 and CBE 2009. Peter Frampton. Peter Frampton, born on the 22nd of April 1950 in England, is a renowned rock guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He began his career as a teenager, joining bands like The Herd in 1966, dubbed the Face of 1968, and Humble Pie in 1969. His peak came with the live album Frampton Comes Alive. In 1976, which sold over 8 million copies in the US, featuring hits like Show Me the Way and Do You Feel Like We Do, utilizing his signature talkbox effect. Currently, at age 75 inches, 2025, Frampton remains active despite a 2019 diagnosis of inclusion body myositis. He embarked on farewell tours like Finale 2019 to 2022 and Never Say Never 2023, adapting his playing to accommodate his condition. In 2024, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and contributed to various music projects. He continues touring in 2025 while focusing on research for his disease. Mick Jagger. Born on the 26th of July 1943 in Dartford, Kent, England. Michael Philip Jagger grew up in a middle-class family and showed an early passion for music. He met childhood friend Keith Richards, and by the early 1960 seconds, they co-founded the Rolling Stones, blending blues and rock and roll. Jagger dropped out of the London School of Economics to pursue music full-time, becoming the band's charismatic frontman known for his energetic stage presence, distinctive voice, and countercultural image. Hits like I Can't Get No Satisfaction and Jumping Jack Flash propelled the Stones to global fame, embodying the rebellious spirit of the 1960 seconds and 1970 seconds. At 82 inches 2025, Jagger remains an enduring rock icon, still touring with the Rolling Stones following their 2023 album Hackney Diamonds. He recently celebrated his birthday with tributes from fiancée Melanie Hamrick, whom he plans to marry, marking his second wedding and bandmates, and collaborated with Burna Boy on the track Empty Chairs. Father to 8 children, Jagger balances music with philanthropy, including support for music education. While his net worth hovers around $500 million, his vitality continues to inspire, proving age is no barrier to rock stardom. David Cassidy. David Bruce Cassidy, born April 12, 1950, was an American actor and singer who rose to fame as a global teen idol through his role as Keith Partridge in the musical TV series The Partridge Family, 1970 to 1974. He provided lead vocals for hits like I Think I Love You, which sold millions of copies, making him the world's most successful solo artist at the time. His music career exploded with albums like Cherish 1000, 972, sold-out tours, and his heartthrob image that drove fans into frenzy, even leading to incidents like fainting at concerts. Cassidy also performed on Broadway stages and in films, but the pressure of fame led to personal issues like addiction and depression in the late 1970 seconds, 80 seconds. Cassidy passed away on the 21st of November 2017 at age 67 due to liver failure related to alcoholism, leaving behind an iconic pop culture legacy. His daughter, Katie Cassidy, a famous actress from the series Arrow, continues her entertainment career. Today, his music and image remain popular through streaming, books like Cherish, David Cassidy, A Legacy of Love 2020, and commemorative materials such as his 2025 birthday tributes. He is remembered as a symbol of freedom and musical creativity, influencing young artists despite later career turbulence involving legal and personal challenges. Vince Neil. Born the 8th of February 1961 in Hollywood, California, Vince Neil became lead singer of Mötley Crüe in 1981, driving their 1,982nd success with multi-million selling albums like Shout at the Devil 1983 and Dr. Feel Good 1989. His reckless rockstar lifestyle culminated in a 1984 drunk driving crash that killed Hanoi Rocks drummer Razzle, leading to 15 days in jail and $6 million in restitution. He left the band in 1992 for a solo career with Exposed 1993, which underperformed, rejoined in 1996 for the Generation Swine tour. Personal struggles included addiction, 4 marriages, and the tragic loss of daughter Skylar to cancer in 1995. At 6'4", 2025, Neil still fronts Mötley Crüe, with ongoing global tours and the 2019 biopic The Dirt. He runs successful businesses like Tatuado Wild Bar and 7 Tattoo Shop, plus charity work through Skylar's Fund for child cancer support. He suffered a severe stroke the day after Christmas 2024, paralyzing his left side and requiring him to relearn walking via physical therapy, which postponed their Las Vegas residency from March-April 2025 to September 2025. Now -95% recovered, he returned to the stage in August 2025 with a 7-song set at a Boston event, defying doctors' doubts about performing again. Don Henley. Donald Hugh Henley, born the 22nd of July 1947 in Gilmer, Texas, started music in school bands, then Shiloh disbanded 1971, formed Eagles in 1971 with Glenn Frey, Randy Meisner, Bernie Leadon, co-wrote and sang hits like Witchy Woman, Desperado, Hotel California. Eagles sold 150 meters albums, won 6 Grammys, disbanded 1,980 solo debut. I Can't Stand, still 1,982 with Dirty Laundry, 3 Hot 100, Building the Perfect Beast 1,984 with the Boys of Summer Grammy. Contract disputes with Geffen in the 1,990 seconds, advocated for artists' rights. Latest solo album Cass County 2015. Inside Job 2000 reissued May 2025 for 25th anniversary. With Eagles. Residency at Sphere Las Vegas, ongoing through 2025 final shows Octanov, and extended into 2026 due to demand environmental activism. Founded Walden Woods Project 1990 for forest preservation. Caddo Lake Institute 1993 testified to Congress on copyright 2020. Married Sharon Summerall 1995, 3 children, net worth nearly $200. Recent legal 2024 trial on Stolen Eagles lyrics. Paul Young, born 1956, UK. Started with Band's Street Band. Hit Toast 1978 and Q-Tips 1980 to 1982. Solo from 1982. Album No Parlez 1983. Sold 9 million copies UK. Hits Wherever I Lay My Hat, Come Back and Stay. Album The Secret of Association 1985. Featured Every Time You Go Away. US divided by UK. Won Brit Award 1985, performed at Live Aid. Soul divided by R&B style, influenced by Otis Redding, Marvin Gaye. Continues with side band Los Pacaminos, Tex-Mex since 1993. Album A Fistful of Statins 2014. Latest solo album Behind the Lens, out now. Released memoir Take a Piece of Me With You 2025. Touring US Summer 2025 on I Want My 80s Tour with Rick Springfield, John Waite, etc. UK Spring 2025 From No Parlez to the Secret of Association Intimate Tour. UK 2026 Songs and Stories Tour, tickets on sale since June 2025. Classic hits remain popular on Spotify. 42 plus years in career, focused on European divided by US performances. Chris Cornell, real name Christopher John Boyle, born the 20th of July 1964 in Seattle. USA was a leading icon of grunge and alternative rock in the 1980 seconds. 1990 seconds. Starting as a drummer, he shifted to lead vocals and guitar, known for his powerful 4-octave voice full of emotion. He co-founded Soundgarden in 1984, one of Seattle's big four grunge bands alongside Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains key albums, Ultramega, OK 1000, 988, Super Unknown 1000, 994 with the hit Black Hole Sun Grammy winner. The band disbanded in 1997, leading to his solo album Euphoria Morning 1999 and forming Audioslave in 2001 with Rage Against the Machine members, producing hits like a Stone. He contributed to soundtracks, notably You Know My Name for James Bond 2006, Personal Life. Married Susan Silver 1984 to 2004, daughter Lillian, then Vicky Karayanis 2004, 2 children. He openly battled depression and addiction. Passed away in 2017 by suicide at age 52, Chris Cornell's legacy remains vibrant in 2025. Soundgarden briefly reunited 2010 to 2017, releasing the final album King Animal 2012, posthumous album No One Sings Like You Anymore, Vol. 12020 earned a Grammy nomination. Hits like Black Hole Sun exceed a billion streams. Influences artists like Post Malone and Billie Eilish with covers. The Chris and Vicky Cornell Foundation supports children and combats addiction tributes. Statue in Seattle 2018, I Am the Highway Concert 2019. In 2025, events include Seasons of Cornell at Mopop July 19 to 20, already held, Chris Cornell Tribute at Nectar Lounge May 17, held, Disciple of the Garden at Elevation 27 Oct 9, upcoming, Spoonman Tribute Nov 7, upcoming, and another Disciple event Nov 8, upcoming. The documentary Like a Stone, co-produced by Brad Pitt, is in production, potentially completing by late 2025. Inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Soundgarden 2017, Jackson Browne. Born in Heidelberg in 1948 and raised in Los Angeles, Jackson Browne emerged from the California singer-songwriter wave with a run of defining 70 seconds records Late for the Sky 1974, The Pretender 1976, and the On the Road concept set Running on Empty 1977. He scored early, Us, hits with Doctor My Eyes 1972 and later, Somebody's Baby 1982, and co-wrote the Eagles' debut single Take It Easy. Offstage, he helped found Musicians United for Safe Energy and the 1979 No Nukes concerts. Browne's legacy is cemented by a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2004, with Bruce Springsteen giving the speech, and the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2007. He continues to release socially attuned work, most recently Downhill from Everywhere 2021, a 2022 Grammy nominee for Best Americana Album, and to tour actively, including Shoals Fest and a 5-show 2025 run at the Venetian in Las Vegas. James Taylor. Born in Boston in 1948 and raised in North Carolina, James Taylor emerged as a defining singer-songwriter of the early 70 seconds after Sweet Baby James 1970. His breakthrough arrived with Fire and Rain 1970 and a no one hit via his recording of Carole King's You've Got a Friend 1971. In 1971, Time put him on its cover as a harbinger of the new singer-songwriter era. cementing his place in the soft rock canon. A 6-time Grammy winner, Taylor entered the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2000, received the US Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015, and was a 2016 Kennedy Center honoree. In the studio, he earned his first Billboard 200 No, one with Before This World 2015. And his standard set, American Standard 2020, won the 2021 Grammy for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. On stage, he remains active with 2025 North American dates by James Taylor and his all-star band, Joey Tempest. Joey Tempest, born Rolf Magnus Joachim Larsson, 1963, broke out as the charismatic frontman of Swedish hard rock band Europe, writing and singing their global anthem, The Final Countdown, along with hits like Carry and Rock the Night. After a peak run through the late 80 seconds and an early 90 seconds pause for the band, he launched a solo career with the albums A Place to Call Home 1995 and Azalea Place 1997, before ultimately reconvening with Europe. Tempest continues to lead Europe on stage and in the studio. Post-reunion albums include War of Kings 2015 and Walk the Earth 2017. The band issued the single Hold Your Head Up in 2023, marked their 40th anniversary with the Time Capsule Tour, and has 2025 dates on the books, e.g. Oviedo and Salamanca in Spain, plus Italian festival appearances, while publicly discussing work toward the next Europe LP